this number of people that are watching, I don't know when this video is going to reach. The fact that people will be saying, follow this and that, see, it's all
Welcome back to Chocketable Media. We're excited to share that the 30-day rant challenge, led by the fearless youth corper Rita, is creating a significant buzz online. Young individuals, particularly from Generation Z, along with passionate adults of all backgrounds, are candidly voicing their frustrations about the ongoing struggles in Nigeria. You might remember the End Bad Government protests from last year, where citizens united to address similar concerns. Sadly, instead of witnessing any positive changes, the situation appears to have deteriorated, making life increasingly difficult for many. This has inspired people to turn to social media, as Rita hopes that their collective voices will finally be acknowledged by the government. I invite you to explore some selected videos, featuring those who are grappling with the challenges imposed by the BAT APC government, which is often masked as reform. We encourage you to share your own frustrations. Your voice, alongside the many others in Nigeria, could potentially resonate with those in power. For anyone who believes the current circumstances are acceptable and that these grievances arise from a dislike of Tinubu, we welcome your thoughts in the comments below. Lastly, if you feel we tend to overlook positive news and focus solely on the negative, we challenge you to share the uplifting stories you've come across. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. These are the drugs my son currently takes. I have a son who has cerebral palsy and he's 8 years old, almost 9. I have a daughter who has Down syndrome / autism. But these medications are for my son. And I am here to rant about the current prices of these medications. Now, because my son has cerebral palsy, he has so many complications, which includes seizure. Now, these are some of the cocktail of drugs he's on to help us with his seizures. This is the most important amongst them: Rivotril, clonazepam. Now, somewhere 2 years ago, one tablet was 150 naira or so, thereabout, 150, 180. Now it's 1,170 naira per tablet, not the whole pack, per tablet, 1,170 naira. This is tizanidine, Serdalud, is a muscle relaxant. Now with CP children, you have, he actually has spastic cerebral palsy, so which means his body is always stiff. So this helps with relaxing his muscles. Now, I buy the whole pack. There are 4 cards in this pack. And as at last year, I was buying this 6,000 plus, it became 8,000. The whole pack, which has 4 cards in it. I bought this 4 days ago. And one card is 4,300 naira for one card. This is levetiracetam Keppra. Now, I can't remember the exact amount I used to buy this. I cannot remember because I wasn't the one that bought this, it was the dad. One card now is 4,000, let me check the price, 4,170 for one card of this, and there are 5 cards in this. This is Nexium, esomeprazole, because he has severe GERD. Now, last year, I think I was buying this around, it was 8,000, it became 9,000, it became 12,000. Now this is 17,000, I have the price here, 17,560. This is the price of this now. Vitamin C, that is just a regular regular drug that used to be 150, 250 is now 750 naira per 100 ml bottle. Now, as parents of children who have special needs, living in a country where there is no social welfare services, it is extremely financially choking for parents like us. It is financially choking. The financial burden on its own, it's not easy. Where is the soft landing for parents like us? How do we manage? How do we cope? Because aside from their medications, we have therapies our children go to. Physiotherapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, behavioral therapy. These are therapies that don't come cheap. They tell you, oh, go for insurance. Fine. My children are registered with insurance. But all these medications, especially the crucial medications he's on, these three, are not covered by any insurance. In short, the hospital I go to, they always don't have these medications available. They will only give you a prescription and you go to a pharmacy to buy. And then in a pharmacy, they don't speak the language of insurance. So you're buying out of pocket. How do we survive? How do we cope? How do we continue? Do you know how many parents are losing their children because they cannot afford these medications? DHA. I used to buy DHA for 2,500. I made inquiries today. DHA is around 8,000, 9,000. There are parents that can barely feed their children, not to talk about buying these medications for their children. Where is our soft landing? Make it easy for us. It is not easy. We need these medications to be at least 70% off. We will pay the 30%. It's choking. Please.
Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing so you won't miss out any of our latest video.